And I know you don't like going outside or to take risks. You I see at the playground is pick it up in one spot and run and take to the other one and see help develop your little ones at home. Again, Let Kids Play Podcast. It's Nyetta here at Let Kids Play Podcast. We're here with another episode giving you information to help you with your little ones at home so that they can be successful at school and in life. I'm a mom, as you hear. You may hear my little ones in the background because they're playing with dad. So excuse the noise, but let's get into it. So today I want to talk to you all about gross motor skills. So you can go back and see our other episode on fine motor skills. Gross motor skills is the big movements. So it's where they're kicking, jumping, crawling, treating you like a playground. All of that stuff is part of their gross motor skills. And I know it's annoying for them to jump off the couch, try to climb on the coffee table, all that stuff, but it's a part of their developmental skills. So I'm not saying let them jump on the coffee table and things like that. I'm just saying give them a place so that they can jump. So most of the time you can benefit from the or build their gross motor skills by taking them outside. Sometimes we don't have that option. If you live in like an apartment or it's always raining or cold where you live, you can do some things indoor, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. So just want to let you all know what gross motor was, because sometimes the doctor may mention it, or the teachers may mention it, or friends may mention it. So gross motor is just like the big movement of them running, jumping, and climbing. So as I mentioned, the first tip, or the first thing to develop those skills is outdoors. Take them outside. And I know you don't like going outside. Believe it or not, I like going outside, but I don't like sitting out there as long as my kids do. But I do it anyway because it's good for me to get some fresh air, get grounded with nature, and then it's better for them. As a mom, we tend to put them first, and I do that a lot as well. I'm working on, putting me first. But I still put my kids first, and putting them and their needs first means me being outside for 45 minutes to an hour, sitting there watching them enjoy themselves. But it also helps them to build those skills because they can climb on things, they can run on things, they can learn to take risks. The biggest issue I see at the playground is moms doing it for the little ones versus letting them do it themselves. They have to take a risk, and they have to learn like what they can and cannot do. They have to learn their limits, and they can't do that. Like, it's one thing to spot your little one to make sure that they're not going to fall, and it's one thing to almost have a panic attack and grab them. And I'm not saying something wrong with that. Like, I know we don't want our babies to get hurt, injured. We don't want to go to the urgent care. We just want to keep them safe, and that's our job as parents and mothers, to be their protectors. But we also have to balance it out in order for them to take risks. So if, for example, if my little one is going up a ladder and we've been at that park several times, I'm not going to spot him to go up that ladder because I know he got it, and I want him to feel in control, because if he sees me coming, he's also losing his confidence, as in, like, she doesn't trust me. She doesn't believe that I have it. So you all, as parents and moms, need to take a deep breath and remember to find that balance so that your little one knows that you trust them, you're building that trust with them, and also so that they can learn to trust themselves and build their confidence within themselves. Because my favorite line is, I don't want to go to the ER. I've been there where the playground just doing entirely too much. My oldest had a concussion last year, so I know the scariness and the things involved in that. He thought he could jump through this little popcorn course thing. He thought he could jump through the bars, but his foot got caught and he hit his head. Very risky move. We learned a lot from that. Anything about concussion, it's a process for them to get back to normal at 3 to 6 months. So I do understand the fears of them taking risks and them being injured, and thank God he has no long-term effects. But yeah, you have to let them take risks and learn to trust themselves and build their confidence. The second thing that I want to tell you all about is music and dancing. Dance, dance, dance. I know that was the first one that came to my head, but we do something called a dance break. So if we're in the middle of school, we'll do a dance break, or we love Go Noodle. Go Noodle is a good one for movement and building gross motor skills, because they're skiing in some of them. They're jumping, like you want to make sure they're jumping with their 2 feet together, or hopping on 1 foot. Things like that make it fun. And then after dinner, because it's recommended like you walk for 10 minutes or something after dinner to help your food digest. So it's usually late and dark, and I'm not going outside with 3 kids, and it's dark, and my husband is just outside altogether. Sorry, excuse that alarm. So we do a dance break after dinner. In the kitchen's our dance floor, and we do a dance break. And that's just my way to connect with them. We connect as a family, get silly together, laugh together, hype each other up with the dance moves. Like you may say, go mommy, go mommy. We just go around hyping each other up, just doing things like that. Not only brings you closer together and builds your connection as a family, it helps them develop their gross motor skills. It helps with, coordination and balance as well. So the third one is sports. Whew. So this one is a tough one because I have 3. So I'm running around. I remember at one point it was only 2 days a week that I didn't have something to do as far as sports. So 5 days a week I'm running around until 7, 8 o'clock at night. And some days I remember at one point we had dance, and then we had to run over to like football practice. So then we had gymnastics, and we had to go over to a soccer game. Like it was just, it gets a lot, but it really helps them. It really helps them build their social skills, gross motor skills. Or you are just playing sports at the park. So when you go to the park, take a soccer ball, take a baseball, take a tennis ball, just something for you all to play with and to get them involved and get them moving. Because not only is it important for them as little ones, it kind of helps build that repetition and instill that we need to move and exercise when we get older. So that's another thing. Talk about breaking generational curses. That's one way to ensure that you still have like a healthy heart and you're instilling healthy habits into your little ones, is by getting them moving, because they're gonna do what they see us do, not necessarily what we tell them to do. So you get moving, let them see you exercise, let them see you active. Like I get out there and play soccer with my kids all the time because they love it. I'm not saying let them win, because I don't let them win, but just get out there and play. And again, it's building that connection and that family side, and it's getting them off the screens. Because when they're in sports, they're doing practice and all, so they're not on the screens. They're not into this technology and whatever else is on the internet. So that's number 3. The last one is number 4. You can do obstacle courses. Obstacle courses are good inside or outside. It can be something advanced as using cones and hula hoops, or you could just get like a piece of tape for them to either make a roll. I say rope because my little one likes cars. So you can use 2 pieces of tape to make a rope for them to run up and down, or you can use a piece of tape as like a beam, and have them walk a line. You can do zigzag tape. Like all of that stuff is simple, easy obstacle courses for you to do inside, or if you're outside, you can use chalk. Like I said, you can use cones. You can use balls where they this is really, really fun for the little ones if you use the balls and clothes baskets. So just to recap, to let you all know, as far as the gross motor skills, is working on those big little ones, big movements. You're going to want to do outdoor time. You're going to want to dance and movement. You'll want to do sports if possible, or you play sports with them at the park. And then you're going to want to create obstacle courses. Those are 4 ways that you can increase your little one's gross motor skills. So Activity time, activity time, activity time. So your activity assignment, I already talked about it a little bit, is you can create an obstacle course inside or outside. You get some balls, or if you don't have balls, you can get the rolled up socks, just something that your little one can pick up and carry back and forth. And then you get a clothes basket or two and have them pick it up in one spot and run and take to the other one and see who, like, you race them if you want. You both are going back and forth and see who wins, or you just have them do it and encourage them. Hey, good job, keep going, you can grab it. So they're working on, like with this one, they're working on fine motor and gross motor because they're picking up like this, and then they're also running and use their feet and stuff. So it makes it fun for you. Fun, simple indoor game with things that you already have at home. And that's the assignment that you have. So I hope you all found this information valuable. If you did, make sure that you let me know below. What you liked about this episode. Also, make sure that you subscribe so that you can get more valuable information and tips like this to help develop your little ones at home. Again, it's Nyetta, and we'll see you in the next episode on Let Kids Play podcast. All right, close the door because Dion's loud. Hey.